Hey YouTube, what's up? So, a bunch of friends of mine on Facebook were asking me to do like another video and stuff, and so I decided I would do one just full of questions, questions people ask me, things that they wonder and whatnot. And so, here we go, I got like 13 questions. I'm going to try to go through them pretty quickly. The first one, on a scale of 1 to 10, how awesome am I? I don't think I'm as awesome as a lot of other people apparently think that I am. So, especially when I'm feeling like super duper dysphoric and down on myself, I'd probably go with like a 2. But on days like today, when it's a super good day, because it's Lady Gaga's birthday, I'd say like a 15. So it just depends on the day, I guess. Second one is, how do I go through every day being as awesome as I am? And again, that whole awesome thing is totally relative, because sometimes it's really, really hard, because I don't feel that awesome, don't feel that great. But when I am feeling pretty awesome, the day just kind of breezes by, and I feel like I didn't really get anything done, even if I did do a whole lot. So there's all that going on, too. Oh, a good friend of mine asked me to show you guys my chapstick / lip gloss collection. So I guess I'll do that now. It's a little ridiculous, just warn you. I do tend to go a little overboard when it comes to collections, and this one is no exception. So there it is. There it is. Yeah, it's in my really fantastic Converse box. Again, a gift from the same person who asked me this question, actually. So yeah, it's in my Converse box, and here they are. There's most of them, actually. There's not even all of them are in there. That's how ridiculous of a collection it is. But in here, there is 115, and then just randomly throughout my room, there's another, like, 6 more. See, like, there you go. There's Mountain Dew. There's Push Pop. These are ones I haven't even opened yet. Just because I haven't opened them yet. Here's a Dots one. It's one of my favorites. Fruit Gushers. Shut the hell up! Fruit Gushers. Fun Dip. I got all kinds of things in here. I got fucking Blizzard from Dairy Queen. Yeah, they have a chapstick. Yeah, they have a chapstick. It's ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as this collection. Yeah, the list just goes on and on. I got Cheez-It one, I got this bottle caps one, it's shaped like the little bottle cap thing, see? And then I got like a Reese's peanut butter cup, and it's shaped like a Reese's peanut butter cup. It's ridiculous. But yeah, where's the box again? That was my awesome collection right there. My good friend, Matt, asked me if I would marry him on Facebook. He's so cute. I love him so much. Unfortunately, Matt can't do it. There's a lot of benefits to marrying a really good friend like that, but you're taken. I'm pretty much taken. Not going to work out, buddy, but I love you. I really do. And under any other circumstances, I would totally marry you. Oh, man. Now we got to get into, like, the deep questions. My friend Jimmy asked, does race add or subtract to any sexual discrimination you may face? And this one kind of, in a lot of ways, kind of, like, deserves its own video, because it's, like, a kind of a touchy subject, and can be answered for a really long time. My simple answer to that is no, not really. Just because I tend to not really put myself in a situation where race is involved at all. Sexual discrimination, I don't think, really has anything to do with race. Like at work, I think the person that I have the most issues with, it doesn't have anything to do with race because we're the same color. But yeah, I would say no for the most part to that one. But again, I could make a whole different video and do like a ton of examples from like other people and things like that, which I might do. I might have to go down the idea book. My girl Tasha, hey girl, hey, asked how often I think about her and or Lady Gaga. And Lady Gaga, I think about a lot. A lot. Like, a lot. Spending her whole birthday listening to nothing but her albums and watching her videos. So I think about her a lot. Tasha, I do actually think about you a lot. I just don't text people, like, ever, really. So we don't really talk that much, and it sucks, because I love you so much. And when we do talk, I value it so much more than I did the last time we talked. So I do think about you a lot. It just doesn't really seem that way, because I'm a terrible person. Then, like, these next ones are just kind of a bunch of questions from one of my coworkers. Why do I choose to be transgender? It's not a choice. Pretty simply, it's not a choice. It was kind of like a decision, like coming into myself, just part of growing up, I guess. And it's not like, yeah, it's not a choice. It's just who I am. I'm just a transgender person, just the way it is. You can't choose to be transgender, just like you can't choose to be straight or lesbian or bisexual or any of those other things that you can't choose, like your race or your sex that you were given at birth. Like, you can't choose those things. So yeah, it just wasn't a choice. It's just kind of something that happened. What's the difference between somebody who is transgendered, female to male, and like a lesbian? I think it's really important to know that those things are like in two different categories entirely. Like, transgender has to do with your gender identity, and like lesbian has to do with your sexual orientation. And so lesbian has to do with like who you like, and transgender has to do with who you are, if that makes sense. And so this is actually something I kind of explained to her. I kind of cheated. But I told her, I was like, yeah, being transgender is just like your gender identity, like how you identify yourself, as regard, like, involving the way you present yourself, the pronouns you want to be called, things like that. And then like lesbian has to do more with like a cisgender female who likes other females. That was really interesting, having to explain what a cisgender person was to a cisgender person. I don't know if you've ever had to do that, but it was kind of fun. She learned something new, so that was cool too, I guess. And so, like, in case you guys don't know what a cisgender person is, it's somebody who identifies with the gender that they were given at birth. So if you were, like, on your birth certificate it says female and you identify with female, then you'd be a cisgender person, and vice versa for males. If I died today, which would be a terrible day to die, given what day it is, March 28th, Lady Gaga's birthday. It'd be a terrible day to die. But if I were to die today, what gender would I want on my death certificate, and how would I want to be dressed in my coffin? Yeah, questions from my coworker. If I died today, I would want it to say male. So I'm not really sure how that whole